Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Christine, and I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. I just got out of the psych ward recently for a second round of trips to the psych ward, and I'm partnering with Yeshua HaMashiach Jesus Christ to display how I recovered from being in the psych ward in 2014. I'm pulling out all the stops and learning, and he's helping me. We're partnering together to show you how to overcome mental health issues, how I'm overcoming it, and how to listen to yourself. How to listen to yourself. You're really listening to the intuition of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, and what you need to do personally to heal yourself. So I'm currently staying at my dad's house, and I've been labeled as disabled, and he wants me to get on disability. I don't want to apply for disability because I don't want to say that I'm going to be disabled forever, but it's kind of hard to stand up to that. So if I do file, I hope I don't get approved because there's pressure from him to file. He thinks that that's the best thing for me to do, and I kind of have to go with the flow a little bit just to maintain the peace of my living situation. So if I apply, I'm praying that I don't get approved and that other things happen because I don't want to be disabled, and I just can't fight everything in my life. But I know that I'm not permanently disabled, so I will apply if he keeps talking about it, but I don't want to be approved. So, but they gave me a paper that said I'm permanently disabled, or I'm completely disabled and unable to work, which I have a lot of skills that I'm able to do, including this video. So some issues that I've had because of my mental health bout again is finances. So the Lord says, "Give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." So I'm giving to you advice about mental health, and in return, my mental health is going to improve as I sow into you positive attributes about mental health. Then my mental health is going to improve just because I'm sowing into you. So one of the components of you improving is for you to make your own YouTube channel about things that you want to improve in your life. Because as you talk about the information, you're going to have more information. You're going to be sowing the seeds. So this is about discipleship. I want other people talking about and growing their own mental health channels if they have bouts of mental health, or if they have bouts that need encouragement, or whatever they feel that they need to learn in their life. Then you need to make an outlet for you that it doesn't have to be YouTube necessarily, but you need to make an outlet for you to sow into lives of other people. That is what it is. I'm sowing life into you, and you're sowing life into other people in ways that make sense to you. Maybe you're just talking about it. Maybe you definitely don't want to do social media. Maybe you want to do a group at home. But part of it is definitely sowing into lives of other people in a way that is meaningful to you. Social media is meaningful to me because when I got out of the psych ward in 2014, I just watched a lot of social media. I watched a lot of moms. So I have notebooks, a lot of notebooks, and I am going to be getting my tax return. It's going to be $10,000 to $15,000. That's just what I'm believing for. $10,000 to $15,000. I'm kind of fudging the numbers because I actually made this money in 2021, but due to circumstances, I tried to file my tax return and I couldn't file it. So I'm filing it for that I made the money in this year. I know it's kind of a lie because I didn't actually make the money, but the Lord is giving me grace and allowing me to do this so I can get my tax return money and start moving forward with my life. I am making a t-shirt business, and I'm going to start advertising. I'm making a t-shirt business. I'm going to start advertising the t-shirts with my money from my tax return. So the Lord and I are calling it doubling down on my print on demand When I get money, I'm going to start doing advertising, and as I do advertising, then I'm going to sell things. So I think I'm going to put like $2,000 aside to advertise, And I also have $2,000 towards a fair trade products. And so I'm going to be focusing on getting that business going. And $1,000 I'm going to do product research, and $1,000 I'm going to sell, and I'm turning that 1,000 into 2,000, and then the 2,000 I'll turn into 4,000. The 4,000 I'll turn into 8,000. So I'm giving myself $1,000 of play money for me, myself, because I'm rewarding myself, and I want to have things too. So $1,000 is going to go to me, and it's called Fair.com, and I'm going to start advertising again about women signing up for Fair.com and using my reward, using my code. And so if you're a business and you are looking for you're looking for a way to sell things wholesale, you're ready to make that step, it is a good idea to do wholesale of products because you sell a bulk amount, and anyway, you can control more your you don't have to do all the customer service things. When you're selling a lot more, you can control how much. You don't have as many leftovers because you know exactly what your order is going to be. So anyway, you're selling in bulk. So anyway, if you're interested in that, let me know. Send me an email to humblehopefulhappy@gmail.com. That's my email address. If it takes a while for me to get back to you, I apologize. I'm not the best right now at answering emails, but that's my email address for any business inquiry or prayer requests or anything like that. I am going to be setting up prayer requests and things like that, opportunities to do one-on-one prayer counseling, and that's a way that I'm giving back. I am a licensed peer mentor in the state of Kentucky, but I don't want to do typical peer mentorship because I don't want to be bound by the legalities and the setup of peer mentorship, because I really want to be a peer mentor. Like, I'm your peer and I have needs too, and I'm modeling a friendship for you, and I'm not always going to be available. I'm not always going to be in a great mood. I'm modeling for myself that I can be vulnerable to people and just say, like, I'm really having a bad day and stuff like that. That's what I need to learn for myself, that I can be a human. I don't have to be a robot that just is always doing things for other people, but I can be a human with my own needs. And that's what Yeshua is modeling for me, that he's a human being, that he has his own needs and desires and things like that. So anyway, well, so I threw away some Bibles this week because they had Sarah's name in it instead of Abraham's name in Hebrews 11:11. So I just threw the whole Bible away because I was so upset that they had changed the name of Abraham to Sarah. And so I'm going to be reading the Message because it's kind of just I'm going to be listening to reading the Message because it has kind of a different translation to it. But I like to read the Psalms and the Proverbs, and I like to read them because David and Solomon are very important people in my life. So I like reading the Psalms and the Proverbs. And I'm very disappointed that the U.S. has changed the name from Solomon, or from Abraham, to Sarah. I don't know what they're doing, but it's very disheartening. You're not supposed to add or take away from the Bible. It's a sin. And it changes the meaning. But I wouldn't even know about this unless it was for Steve Furtick. There was a prophecy about Uncle Steve having a revival. I think he said Uncle Steve was going to have the revival. You know, it's nice to put Nutella in your hot chocolate. That's what I did. Makes it creamier. I'm all about adding things together. Like, I'm a concoctioner. I like concocting things and like taking simple ingredients and putting them together to kind of elevate it. And that's a lot about life. You have to take the simple ingredients that you have and elevate it. Like, maybe you just have the stuff to make a grilled cheese sandwich, but did you know that like you could get 2 different kinds of cheese, or you could put cream cheese on it, or like a spreadable cheese, and you can make it better. You could put Parmesan cheese on it. You could put Parmesan cheese on the outside. You could put mayonnaise in the middle of it and make it, or on the outside instead of butter. That's a different thing. You can experiment just with a little French baguette. You could slice it and toast it and have oil and balsamic vinegar and dip it. It's just so good. And it's all about savoring the things that we have thoughtfully, and that is a component of mental health, is taking the simple ingredients that you have in your life and being satisfied with those. So like, I have a lot of drinks. This is what I've been doing lately, is just a lot of different kinds of drinks. And the battery has 15 minutes. So I'm taking the simple ingredients that I have for my life and I'm using them. So things that are helping me is what helped me when I was in the psych ward is crafting. And I don't really have the patience for crafting right now, but I'm making this video, so this is kind of a craft. And if I thought about it, I would think that maybe my hair doesn't look, oh, I have gas, so embarrassing. But my hair is kind of like not the way I want it to look, so I would need to think in the future how I want to fix my hair, how it's authentic to me. And gas. Oh, so cursed. Why did the Lord invent a lot of things? He invented these, so weird. So, but I'm just here in my sweats, and I'm gonna be hanging out in my bed today. It's Thursday, I think. I'm gonna be hanging out here, and maybe making some cash envelopes, because I have some envelopes here, and I want to get on the cash system when I start making money, and I'm gonna pay myself on Friday. So I'm gonna, I have some envelopes, so I'm gonna make cash envelopes. I'm gonna be saving for a car, so I need multiple envelopes for those, because I'm gonna have $1,000 bills. $1,000 in each envelope. So I need, like, to get the car I want, I need like 30 envelopes with $1,000 in it. So then I need to get a cash box, because I want to put that money in my cash box. So then I need to save for the cash box, and then I just have different things I want to buy. So all these envelopes, these are my goals. I already have the envelopes, and I want to do the cash system like Dave Ramsey. So I'm making, this is going to be my craft project today, because people sell these, but I don't have the money right now. So these are my envelopes. I'm going to make a grocery one and put my grocery budget on there. So I've got markers, and I'm just going to have fun. The Fly Lady talks about being a perfectionist, and I can be a perfectionist. So I've got a lot of things happening right now, but do I want to use my color pencils? I think this is what I'm thinking. If I use these, they won't bleed through, and these might bleed through, but these look funner and they're silly scents. So, but I don't want to mix them. Okay, so the silly scents are winning the war, because they just seem funner. Okay, so I'm gonna make another video about making these envelopes. So shalom and amen to all men who accept him. God bless you.